Manga Wido.
I'm Minako Kurose. I work for an ad agency. I was turning 30 in a few years.
Miss Kurose, here are the documents for the next meeting. Can you check them really quickly?
This is Yasutaka Omasa, one of my colleagues. He was always so full of energy. Looks good. Much better than last time. You even updated the data. Good job.
Thanks.
Miss Kurose, can you check mine too? I think it's pretty good.
Wow, looks amazing. Great job.
Thanks.
That's Maiko Kibe. Maiko and Yasutaka started working here at the same time. They've been rivals ever since the beginning, and I was in charge of training them both.
You said mine was better.
No, she didn't. Keep dreaming.
Come on, stop it, you two. You both did a great job. They were always like this. It's kind of cute, though. It's like they're fighting over me. I loved working here. Everyone was really nice. Actually, not everyone.
Kurose, what are you wearing? You look awful!
Ugh, not him again. This is the new manager, Numai. He looked down on women. He spoiled the ones that were young and pretty, but I wasn't that young anymore, and I rarely wore makeup, so he didn't like me very much.
Why do you look so tense all the time? You're a woman! Your dream is to get married to a nice man, right? You should smile more often then.
Right. What's wrong with him? Seriously? It's 2023. Get with the times.
And another thing. So, can I see that watch? That looks so expensive! Oh, Omasa, you like watches too? Yeah, I love them! I wish I had one like that, though. How much does that thing cost? Oh, I wish I could be like you someday. Got any advice for a rookie? You're a good kid, Omasa. Well, if you want to be like me.
He turned towards Omasa and started talking to him. Then Maiko came up from behind me and tapped me on my shoulder. Thanks.
Sure thing. Good thing Omasa was able to distract him. Good job on his part.
Yeah.
Why is Mr. Numai like that to you? He's so rude, and he's always dumping his workload on you. You should say something.
I know, it's really frustrating, but I just don't have time to deal with his nonsense. And he takes forever to do anything, so it's just faster if I do it, you know?
Right. Makes sense, I guess.
I wish he'd stop being such a jerk, but what are you gonna do, right? I didn't like my boss, but I liked everyone else, and most of all, I loved my job, so life was good. But then, my boss kept coming at me. It was actually getting worse. Then, about a year later, how did he become manager in the first place? What's wrong with this company? He was starting to get to me. Not sure how much more of this I can take. Then, one day, something happened. Mr. Numai was supposed to call this client of his, but he forgot. As a result, we lost the account. The higher-ups were furious. Someone had to take the fall for this.
I told you to call them, Kibe! Why did you forget, huh? This is all your fault!
What? You never told me that! Stop making things up!
I'm not! You calling me a liar? I'm the manager! Young people these days are so unreliable. This is your fault. You're fired!
What? But...
Hold on. Kibe is brilliant. We need her. You know it. You can't just fire her, sir.
Miss Kurose...
Fine then, you take responsibility for her!
Me?
You're her supervisor, right? This is your fault too! I want your resignation by the end of the day! Get out of here!
What? But...
Ugh. All the horrible things he said to me over the past few years, it was all starting to come back to me. I can't work with him anymore. Fine, I'll quit.
What?
Ah, good!
I decided to leave the company. So now I was out of a job. I was sitting on a bench in a park near my house. I didn't want to stay inside, but what now? There's nothing to do out here. Maybe I shouldn't have been so impulsive. What am I gonna do for work now? I was starting to get nervous. I really liked that job. Where did it all go wrong? I looked up at the sky.
Miss Kurose?
Amasa? What are you doing here? Don't you have work?
I had to come in last weekend, so I took the day off today. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just thinking about stuff.
Miss Kurose! Want to talk about it?
Huh? He sat there and smiled at me. I decided to tell him everything. I really liked my job. I started working there right after high school. I never liked attention, so I usually kept to myself, you know?
Yeah.
But then Numai came along and now look at me. I'm such an idiot. I don't know what to do anymore. He just sat there and listened to me. He patted me on my back. I started crying like a baby. I felt so much better after a little while, but now I was kind of embarrassed. Sorry, I didn't mean to cry like that.
It's okay, we all got bad days.
My makeup came off. I should have brought my makeup kit.
I know!
Huh?
I got an idea. You should try a new look. I hope you move on.
Huh?
Just trust me, come on.
Then he pulled me up.
So, how'd you want to do this? What do you want to look like? Cute? Classy?
Classy sounds nice.
Alright.
How do you know so much about makeup?
Oh, my friends and I, we do cosplay sometimes, and that's why.
After purchasing some products, he sat me down and got to work.
This is gonna be great! Hold on, almost done. There you go, all done.
Wow, is this really me?
You look great. Come on, let's get you some clothes next.
What do you think?
Amazing, come here.
I can't believe this is me.
You look great.
I look like a model.
From now on, be who you want to be and do what you want to do. You only have to live once, so...
Yeah, thanks, Amasa. I felt much better thanks to him. A few weeks later, I pulled out all of my savings, called up my friends, and opened a high school-themed cafe. I was a nerd. I loved love comedy animes, especially those that take place in high school. And I've always wanted to have my own cafe, so I decided to give it a try. I renovated the cafe to make it look like a real school. I came up with all kinds of ideas to make it look authentic. I was really enjoying this. I loved my old job too, but this was even better. Starting my own business was a lot of work, but working for an ad agency for several years helped me out a lot. If it wasn't for Amasa, none of this would have even been possible. But then...
Another 1-star rating?
Is it the same person?
Don't know. You can't write 2 reviews using the same account, so if it is, they must have created a new account.
A few months later, the cafe was doing pretty well, but then we started getting a lot of these low reviews on the internet. What does it say?
Food tastes like crap. It's not even a real cafe. The owner probably opened this place to get with guys? What? What does that even mean?
I don't know. Let's just ignore it for now. I reported the review and asked the moderator to have it removed. Luckily, the bad review didn't really affect us in any way. We were getting more customers by the day, and I was starting to think about hiring more people. Then, I got a call from Amasa.
I don't work for you, Miss Kurose. I quit my old job. Hire me, please.
What? I couldn't believe what he was telling me. You know about my cafe then?
Yep, I saw your website. It looks really fun. I want to be a part of it. And if it's okay with you, some of my friends, they want to come work for you too.
Your friends? You mean your cosplay friends?
Yep.
Turns out Amasa's dad owned an anime production company. He was a huge fan of anime ever since he was a kid. Then he met his friend in college who was into cosplay, and he got really into that too. All right, you're hired. You helped me out big time, so...
Huh? When?
You're so sweet. That's what I like about you, Amasa.
Huh?
I introduced Amasa to my employees. They all loved him. Everyone welcomed him with open arms. And his friend, he was really nice too, so I hired them both on the spot. And the customers loved them too. Sales were through the roof. One day, I got a call from Maiko.
Miss Kurose, I want to advertise your cafe.
It was so good to hear from her, and I was just thinking about putting out ads to expand the business, so I wanted her to see the cafe in person first, so I told her to come over to the cafe for a meeting. Then, a few days later,
Long time no see, Kuros.
Mr. Numai? Maiko had this awkward look on her face. My guess is he heard about it and tagged along.
What is this place, huh? Why is everyone dressed like that? It's so weird and creepy. This isn't even a cafe. What the? Oh, it's you! You quit your job for this? Let me guess, she seduced you or something. You're pathetic. Mr. Numai, that's enough. You look better though, Kuros. If you looked like that, I would have never fired you.
You piece of shit. I couldn't hold it in anymore. Shut the hell up!
Huh?
I said, shut the hell up! Get the hell out!
Ah!
You're bothering the other customers. This is my cafe. Shut the hell up or get out.
Ah!
And who do you think you're talking to, huh? I was once the leader of a motorcycle gang, you know. Talk to me like that again and I'll kill you, buddy. You want that? Huh?
What? Motorcycle gang? I'm sorry!
Numai ran off like a coward. You see, the thing is, back in the days, I was a bad girl. I was once a leader of a motorcycle gang. I decided to clean up my act in high school, but changing who you are was easier said than done. That's why I kept to myself. I didn't want to scare people. If I'd done it now, I couldn't control myself. I probably scared everyone. I turned around and apologized to everyone there, but then...
That was awesome!
Yeah, that was amazing. Huh?
That was incredible, Miss Kurose! I love you even more now.
Great job, Miss Kuros!
They all praised me for standing up to him. So, I decided to keep going. It's time to strike back. Everything Numai said was caught on tape, so I sent the file to my old company and filed a formal complaint. I also had a feeling that he was the one writing all the negative reviews, so I got one of my employees to look into it. I was right about the reviews. It was all written by Numai. I decided to sue him for defamation. And having Maiko working on the inside helped big time. Numai ended up losing his job. The cafe was doing great, and now I had fans of my own. I guess the customers really liked my bad girl act. Then, due to popular demand, we started dressing up as bad kids once every few months. I put all this behind me, though. It's kind of embarrassing.
Don't be, look amazing! And the way you scared off Numai was awesome! I love you even more now.
Huh? What did you say?
You heard me! Why do you think I quit my job in the first place?
Oh, what? I
always get what I want, so you'll see.
Okay. Sounds good, Omasa.
Stop calling me that. Call me Yatsutaka.
What? No, not yet.
You're so shy.
Anyways, it was a rough couple years, but glad everything worked out.